Dusty was diagnosed with Duchenne at the tender age of 6 in the late 90s. Back then, the world was a lot less connected than it is today. At that time, Duchenne Research was underfunded, even though Duchenne is the most common fatal genetic childhood disorder that affects 1 in 3,500 boys worldwide. After getting up from being knocked down, we began our quest to save our son. We thought scientists would help us with treatments and cures, but we found that it is a broader collaboration that moves research forward. Duchenne is complex. It takes us all coming together: parents, Duchenne organizations, pharmaceutical companies, scientists, doctors, boys and young men with Duchenne, and the global community to really make a difference. It will take a cocktail of drugs and treatments. We created the Dusty Brandon Fellowship in 2001, which contributed to groundbreaking research at the University of Western Australia into exon skipping that a company called Sarepta Therapeutics has commercialized in one of 2 exon skipping drugs that are close to FDA approval for Duchenne.
What we're hoping is that this RNA antisense treatment will slow the progression of the disease down, let the boys make the missing product, and restore quality and function in their life.
We funded small animal work at the University of Pennsylvania for a novel drug called PTC-124, which is now called Translarna. It has been approved in Europe, and it is the first ever Duchenne-specific drug and hopefully soon to be approved by the FDA. As Dusty got older and his heart and lungs became more impacted by Duchenne, we realized that there is no Duchenne-specific treatment for the heart. Cardiac and pulmonary issues are the major reason why we lose our boys too young.
So heart disease is now emerging as the major cause of death in boys with Duchenne.
In 2011, I read an article in The Economist magazine called Repairing Broken Hearts. It talked about Dr Eduardo Marban, the director of the Cedars-Sinai Heart Institute, who was using cardiac stem cells to treat adults with scarring from heart attacks.
We tried that hunch in adults who had had a heart attack, and we found indeed that these cells could go into the zone of the heart attack and shrink the scar and grow new healthy heart muscle. So that finding was the one that spurred us on to think, gee, how might this help other kinds of heart disease? And ultimately that, with the help of Coalition Duchenne, took us to Duchenne cardiomyopathy, the heart failure that affects patients with Duchenne.
Coalition Duchenne was gracious to fund the mouse studies in Eduardo's lab, which had really wildly positive results. And that led to the early phase clinical trial, the HOPE Duchenne trial, which is about to start enrolling any time now.
A clinical program for Duchenne based on the technology is now under development. Coalition Duchenne is currently funding 6 research initiatives. We also plan on continuing our successful collaboration with Cedars-Sinai Medical Center with Dr Eduardo Marban and Dr Ron Victor. Dr Ron Victor approached us and discussed the project he was working on, looking at nitric oxide to enhance muscle function and recovery.
Thanks to funding from Coalition Duchenne, we're very grateful for that, because now we're embarking on pilot studies of a nitric oxide donor. So we did an open label study and showed positive results on blood flow. And then we did a double-blind randomized crossover trial with this placebo juice. And we confirmed the results that it really does improve blood flow regulation. We're using it to try to recreate normal blood flow function in Becker and Duchenne.
We are really excited about this new project. Coalition Duchenne is committed to holding international events that bring people together to raise funding and global awareness for Duchenne. Awareness is key. The world needs to know about Duchenne.
Since 2011, we have brought over 500 climbers from over 25 countries to climb Mount Kinabalu in Borneo, one of the highest mountains in Southeast Asia. This has inspired others to climb mountains for Coalition Duchenne in parts of Asia and Europe.
Today I'm flying for Dusty. Support Coalition Duchenne.
Coalition Duchenne has worked in collaboration with Squirrel, a manufacturer of wingsuits, to develop a bright red Coalition Duchenne wingsuit, which has been worn by wingsuit flyers around the world.
In 2013, we released our award-winning feature documentary, Dusty's Trail Summit of Borneo. The film has been an incredible medium to raise global awareness about Duchenne, and now has secured international distribution through Cinema Libre Studios. more and more people will learn about Duchenne through the film. People have said that the film has changed their lives. Dusty's attitude in the face of adversity, the way he does not even acknowledge adversity, has made people realize that they can overcome obstacles in their own lives. Our journey with Dusty and Coalition Duchenne's funding of research and its awareness efforts have led to change that will help all boys and young men with Duchenne worldwide.
Coalition Duchenne is a call to action and a call to make a global difference.
We want to keep their hopes and dreams alive. Please support us.